Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for March 20th to April 1st. The period from March 20th to the 24th, this is what we're forecasting. We still have positive height anomalies over the Bering Sea, however weaker than they've been in the last week or so. We have a trough here over Alaska to up the west coast. We have a ridge here in the west, trough here lingering in the east. And you're looking at the GFS, and as I put the days in motion, you're going to see that we gradually transition to almost a zone of flow as the trough in the northeast lifts south. Here we are at the 24th. We still have our trough here linger over New England and northeast. Trough here, but the ridge, it starts to the flow starts to flatten, de-amplify, and then we look at the rest of the models. They generally depict the same thing. Temperatures will be above normal across the southern plains into Ohio and Tennessee Valley. Below normal temperatures are forecast for the northeast. Heavy precipitation is forecast for California by the midweek period that spreads eastward in time. A southern stream trough will bring heavy precipitation to the southwest, the central and southern Rockies. Precipitation is also forecast with a frontal boundary in the central plains and the middle and upper Mississippi Valley, and that also spreads in the Ohio, Tennessee Valley, and eventually to the east. We're going to look now at the period from March 23rd to the 27th. Here we are at the 25th. The flow is almost flat, but we still have our positive height anomalies here. Trough extending from Alaska to up the west coast. We have a ridge at above normal heights across much of the nation, except for here in the northeast, a little bit of a trough that still lingers across the region, and the trough will be covering eastern Canada and the northeast. And then we go now to the end of the period. This is the 27th. You start seeing now this trough starts to push inland and pushes this ridge eastward. The flow even flattens more. And we still have our very weak positive height anomalies over the Bering Sea. And then we look at the rest of the models. They're in good agreement with this. And you can see the flow almost flattens here. And this is the Canadian. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures from the plains to the Pacific coast. And I'm forecasting anomalies to be about 4 to 8 degrees above normal, and below normal temperatures are forecast for the northeast and mid-Atlantic. And here I'm forecasting anomalies to be about maybe 2 to 4 degrees below normal for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here for the northeast and mid-Atlantic into the Midwest. And we have below normal precipitations forecast for the central and western Gulf Coast states. Now I'll look at the period for March 28th to April 1st. Here at the 28th, the pattern is really de-amplifies, but we have a trough here. This is by the GFS. But if you look at the other models, I have a trough mainly along the East Coast and a relatively flat zone of flow across the remainder of the nation. And then I go here to April 1st. We have a trough in the west, ridge here across the east central states. And we take a look at the models. You can see this is European ensembles, even with a trough in the west, still relatively flat flow. And then we have the Canadian. So during this forecast period, I'm forecasting above normal temperatures for all of this area here. And here I'm forecasting anomalies to be about 4 to 8 degrees above normal, near normal elsewhere. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation across this whole area here. Below normal precipitation is forecast for the southern Rockies. So that is a long-range weather forecast discussion for March 20th to April 1st. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.